Anytime you talk about the mystery, you're talking about a drug. Galen. Right?
Galen.
Alexander. Right? Check them out. You'll find that drug, which is the actual mystery. It's the one that's called the mystery.
What is this image, dude?
You didn't know any of this because you were limited, people. Don't feel bad if you're sitting there and you're a Christian. Don't feel bad. You didn't have access to these texts. Right? Not only have the translations that you've been given, not only are they packed full of theological that is not original, but they didn't get the basics, man, because these people don't read the Greek sources. You think these people read any of the Greek sources surrounding these biblical texts? No, they don't. They don't.
Let's look at the actual references from LSJ to the drug called mystery, mysterion, which had well-known uses, or epangelie, for treating abdominal issues, including flatulence. It's described in Galen's On the Composition of Medicines as a treatment for abdominal disorders, which is confirmed in 2 books called On the Treatment of Chronic Diseases. One is by Alexander Trallianos, and the other is by Areteus of Cappadocia, in a chapter called Abdominal Conditions, where it's described as treating flatulence of the bowels. That's right, people. The mystery is all about gas. These are the only 3 sources for this meaning in LSJ that Hillman tells his audience to look up, not expecting to actually be fact-checked. Back to the Greek, like you can see, he's just saying there's a drug called mystery. Right. Look it up, people. Like he doesn't give anyone access to it. He's restricted, like he's keeping it, he's holding it back. He sees it in LSJ. He knows it's there, like he alludes to it, but he did not expect anyone to look any of this up. So or to show it on screen or reveal it. He's pointing at sources. He's pointing at specific references because they're in LSJ.
Right.
LSJ refutes him. It's a lexicon that he uses all the time and praises as this amazing lexicon. It refutes him every single time almost.
So that just so viewers understand what the mystery is here, you looked it up and it is gas. It's literally.
Well, yeah, it's a medicine for abdominal disorders. Like they call it mystery. It's the name of the drug. Like it's called mystery. It treats a lot of things. One of them is probably, I don't know, flatulence is the best translation, but they're stomach disorders. It's like it's the ancient equivalent of like Beano or Pepto-Bismol. But you can see that because it's called mystery and because there's this connection to, Paul's mystery and, Jesus's mystery, like he wants Christianity to be a mystery religion. He wants it to be all about drugs, but drugs is just medicine. It's just like health.
Yeah.
But didn't you say that they didn't distinguish between recreational and medicinal? Is that right?
No, that's exactly right. We were distinguishing.
We do it now, but they didn't back then.
No, back then. Things that you and I would call recreational, they didn't consider recreational. They considered medicinal. Right? So curing depression is medicinal.
So he's partially right in the sense that, if somebody were taking a drug that did have a deleterious effect that altered your mental state, they would call it a pharmakon. And if you were taking something for your bowels, if you're taking something to stop your flatulence, the mystery drug, the capital M mystery, that's also a drug. So if it's healing you or it's affecting your mind or it's giving you inspiration or it's giving you an altered effect, you would be pharmacated, right? You would be medicined. And so what I am accusing Hillman of specifically, just so we're clear here, is that he is using the word drug and he is emphasizing the word drug. I mean, I got him in this video saying like a drug, like he drags it out and he punches it really hard with his theatrical manner to make it really, really clear that what he means, he's evoking the association in his English-speaking audience of the word drug being like illicit, mind-altering, mind-expanding. I mean, he says at one point, this is mind-expanding out the backside, people. Like he's referring to people taking drugs in the sense that you and I, as Americans, or English speakers, we understand what we understand what Hillman means by drug in these contexts. And so all the people who are defending him, who are saying, oh, no, he made it really clear that this is just, We're talking about antiquity here, where they didn't make the distinction. Yeah, absolutely. Pharmakon in antiquity, there was no distinction. It was just that was a substance that you took to affect whatever aspect of your health or your mental state that you wanted to affect. They didn't have the distinction. We have the distinction. We have drug and medicine. If you go through all of Hillman's content and you replace the word drug with medicine in the transcript, it loses its power, right? If he were to be like, and she was taking a medicine, people, medicine, right? Like it wouldn't click with the cult, right? Like it wouldn't click with his followers. What clicks is his punching the word drug and describing it as like being mind altering, like this is his angle, that they are all getting high on drugs. He says they're high on drugs, like the burning purple, like this is his thing. And so, yes, he definitely is misusing English to explain Greek. Greek doesn't have that problem. Greek just has the word pharmakon.
Oh, that's really interesting. So if I could put that in a more simpler way. So basically what you're saying is in English, we have the word drug, and it can mean like something for medicine. It can also mean like the bad kind of drug, right?
Yes.
And
the bad association we impart on it, right? Like we have prejudice against drugs.
Right, there you go. And Ammon is saying, hey, there's no distinction in antiquity. Drug applies to everything. So what he's doing is taking that bad connotation of drug, the mind altering, and just applying it to everything.
Yeah.
Like it has some very specific meaning when it just means some kind of like applying or whatever.
And he's not carefully going through the sources to distinguish when there may be an ancient context where they are mind altering drugs, right? Like if they are taking something that has a known property of having a deleterious effect that makes you dizzy, that makes you giddy, that makes you high. I just haven't seen him bring out those texts and talk about them, right? I would love to, like, I know that they exist. People are also getting drunk in antiquity, right? So there are lots of books written on this topic. It's not a secret. I'm not saying like, oh, they would never use drugs in antiquity. Like that's not, like how dare he suggest that? I'm not being prude about this. I'm just looking at the examples that he's giving, and I'm just looking, okay, so that's a cure for flatulence. So that's your mystery, really? I mean, if somebody can find another reference to a drug that's called mystery, or he went and took the mystery and tripped balls and like was talking to birds, I would be all for that. Please, somebody, please give me a Greek text, please. Like, just drop it in the comments. Like, show me the money. I just want to see examples. That's all I'm asking for. Like, just show some evidence, please.